Welcome to Ontario. When you think of Ontario, you might picture busy cities, cold winters or endless highways. But beneath that familiar image lies a province shaped by forces far older than human history. Ontario holds more freshwater than almost anywhere else on Earth. Over 250,000 lakes, carved by glaciers so massive they reshaped the continent itself. Some of this water has been sealed underground for billions of years, untouched since before complex life existed. Beneath Toronto's streets, an underground world stretches for kilometers, a hidden city where thousands live, work and move without ever seeing daylight. Above ground, waterfalls thunder with enough force to power entire regions, while ancient rock formations tell stories. Written nearly 2 billion years ago. And then there's Niagara Falls. Not the tallest waterfall on Earth, but among the most powerful. Every minute, millions of cubic feet of water surge over its edge, carrying minerals ground down from ancient stone. A living reminder of the last ice age that once buried Ontario beneath kilometers of ice. This land is shaped by collisions of ice, water, stone, and time. By indigenous cultures that have lived here for thousands of years. By cities that rose beside rivers and lakes, and by wilderness that still refuses to be tamed. Ontario isn't just something you visit. It's something you uncover. So come explore what lies beneath the surface, both literally and figuratively. On a map, Ontario looks almost unreal. A province so large it stretches farther east to west than many countries, yet most people experience only a fraction of it. Seen from above, Ontario is not land interrupted by water. It is water holding land together. Rivers don't simply flow here, they connect. Every stream, every lake, every channel is part of a system engineered not by humans, but by ice. Cities that feel immense on the ground become small clusters along shorelines. Highways thin into threads. Forests expand until they swallow the horizon. In the north, roads disappear entirely, replaced by rock, water and silence. Some shorelines have never felt a human footprint. In winter, these waters freeze into solid highways of ice. In summer, they reflect skies untouched by light pollution. Southern Ontario compresses millions of people into a narrow strip of land, while the north stretches endlessly, holding space rather than filling it. This imbalance isn't accidental. It's geography deciding how humans are allowed to exist. Ontario does not scale to people. People scale to Ontario. At scale, Ontario isn't just big, it's deliberate. A province shaped by pressure, patience, and persistence, where everything connects, even when it seems impossibly far apart. When most people think of Niagara Falls, they see a postcard. Water thundering over a cliff, mist rising into the sky, tourists crowded along railings. But the real story of Niagara is far richer, far older, and far more powerful than any photograph can capture. Niagara Falls is not the tallest waterfall in the world. In fact, some falls around the globe dwarf it in sheer height. What makes Niagara extraordinary is its sheer volume of water. Over 6 million cubic feet of water surge over its edge every single minute during peak flow. That power has carved rock, shaped valleys, and fueled life for thousands of years. The river itself is a living record of the last ice age. Around 18,000 years ago, glaciers up to 3 kilometers thick covered southern Ontario, gouging out deep basins that would become the Great Lakes. When the ice finally melted, the Niagara River was born, rushing eastward to connect Lake Erie with Lake Ontario, carrying with it minerals, sediments, and history. The emerald green hue of the water is no accident. It's ground rock suspended in a powerful current, a visible testament to the erosive forces that shaped this land. Niagara Falls is more than a natural wonder. It is an energy engine. The waters of the Niagara River power the lives of millions of Canadians and Americans, generating hydroelectricity that lights cities and fuels industry. Yet the falls are just the beginning. Venture into the gorge and you'll find quieter waterfalls, hidden trails, and ecosystems that have endured for millennia. Niagara Falls is not simply a place you visit. It is a force you experience, a story written in water and stone. It's a peaceful, powerful start to the day. As the sun climbs higher, the character of the falls changes. The raw, primal energy of the pre-dawn hours gives way to a brilliant, sun-drenched spectacle. As dusk settles, the falls are transformed once again, this time by a dazzling display of colourful lights projected onto the cascading water. Beyond the highways and towns of southern Ontario lies a place where time slows and the world feels vast. Algonquin Provincial Park. Established in 1893, it is Ontario's oldest provincial park, a sanctuary of lakes, forests and wildlife that has inspired generations of explorers, artists and adventurers. Here, the land tells stories older than cities. Canoe routes weave through rivers and lakes, the same paths once used by indigenous peoples and fur traders. Each paddle stroke connects you to centuries of history, carrying whispers of the people and creatures who called this wilderness home long before settlers arrived. Algonquin is a land of contrasts. Towering pines and maples rise beside sparkling lakes. Loons call across the water at dawn, while moose silently navigate the marshes. In autumn, the forests ignite in brilliant oranges, reds and golds, a fleeting spectacle orchestrated by nature itself. In winter, snow muffles the forest, and frozen lakes reflect the pale northern sky, transforming the park into a silent, pristine wonderland. But Algonquin is more than beauty. It is alive, a living ecosystem where predators, prey and plants coexist in delicate balance. Wolves roam, beavers shape waterways, and countless species of birds migrate through each year. For scientists and naturalists, the park serves as a laboratory for understanding wildlife and forest dynamics, blending conservation with exploration. To paddle a canoe across Algonquin's waters is to journey into the heart of Ontario itself. Each lake, river and portage reveals a new layer of the wilderness. A reminder that this province is not just defined by cities and roads, but by spaces where humans become guests, not owners. Algonquin doesn't just invite you to visit. It invites you to listen, to observe, and to be still. Here, the wilderness teaches patience. It inspires awe, and it leaves a mark long after you leave. In late September and early October, the park's vast hardwood forests erupt in a spectacular display of colour. The panoramic views from the top of the mountains are simply breathtaking. The real secret to loving Algonquin is to embrace its simplicity. It's about the smell of pine needles after a rain shower, the taste of food cooked over a campfire, and the sight of a billion stars in a sky free from city lights. It's a place that encourages you to slow down, to observe, and to listen. Whether you're paddling a quiet lake, hiking to a scenic overlook, or simply sitting by your campsite as the sun goes down, Algonquin offers a profound sense of peace. At the northern edge of Lake Huron, the land rises sharply, cliffs plunging into waters so clear they seem unreal. Welcome to the Bruce Peninsula, one of Ontario's most dramatic landscapes, a place where limestone meets turquoise and wilderness meets history. Here, the Niagara Escarpment shapes everything. Towering cliffs carved over millions of years frame panoramic views of Lake Huron and Georgian Bay. Trails wind through forests of pine, maple and oak, leading to hidden grottos, caves and crystal-clear coves. The most famous of these, the grotto, is a cave carved by water where sunlight penetrates the turquoise waters, creating an almost magical glow that has enchanted visitors for generations. Gap 5S. Perched at the tip of the peninsula, Tobermory is the gateway to adventure. Its waters conceal secrets beneath the surface. Dozens of shipwrecks resting in shallow, clear waters, preserved for divers and snorkelers to explore. The Fathom. Five National Marine Park protects these historical treasures, offering a rare glimpse into Ontario's maritime past, where human endeavour meets nature's relentless force. But the peninsula is more than cliffs and wrecks. Its forests harbour wildlife that moves quietly through the trees, black bears, white-tailed deer and countless bird species. Each hike, paddle or dive is a journey into an ecosystem both fragile and resilient, where the water shapes the land as much as the land shapes the water. The Bruce Peninsula is a place of contrasts, rugged yet serene, ancient yet alive, accessible yet wild. Tobermory is where exploration meets discovery, where a simple paddle can lead to hidden caves, shipwrecks frozen in time, and waters so clear they reflect the sky as if it were another world. Here, Ontario shows its most adventurous side, the kind of place that inspires awe, not just for what you see, but for what lies beneath. At the edge of the world, where the Canadian Shield meets the endless waters of Lake Superior, there lies a place both vast and untamed, Pukaskwa National Park. Here, the horizon stretches without interruption, and the wind carries a voice older than memory. Pukaskwa is a land shaped by extremes. Jagged cliffs rise from the lake's turquoise edge, while boreal forests stretch inland, dense with spruce, pine and fir. Rivers carve deep valleys, waterfalls tumble into hidden pools, and countless species wolves, moose, beavers and migratory birds move quietly through this living wilderness. The park is named after the Anishinaabe word for river with speckled trout, a reminder that human history intertwines with nature here. Indigenous peoples navigated these lakeshores for generations, following rivers inland, hunting, fishing, and living in rhythm with the land. Every trail, every shoreline carries their stories. Most significant, Agawa Rock pictographs, sacred Ojibwe paintings reached by a narrow ledge as superior laps below, exhilarating and humbling. Kakabeka Falls, the Niagara of the North, plunges 40 meters amid boreal wilderness. Boardwalks offer multiple vantage points and layered geologic stories 1.6 billion years old. Long before European explorers arrived, this was a vital gathering place for indigenous peoples, a crossroads of trade and travel. At the heart of Superior Country sits Thunder Bay, a city shaped by water, trade and resilience. Once a crucial hub for fur trade and grain shipping, Thunder Bay grew where rivers met the lake, where rails met ships. Today it remains one of the most geographically dramatic cities in Canada, framed by cliffs, islands and endless sky. Here, wilderness does not begin beyond the city. It presses right up against it. As we venture into Killarney Provincial Park, it feels as if we've stepped into a living painting. We're standing on the La Cloche Mountains, ancient weathered ridges of brilliant white quartzite. It's a challenging climb through a giant staircase of tumbled boulders, but the reward is immense. A panoramic view from the top of the Crack Trail in Killarney, showcasing the white quartzite ridges, pink granite shores, and dozens of deep blue lakes stretching to the horizon. It's an artist's dream, a traveller's reward, and a connection to deep time and elemental beauty. Our journey now takes us to Temagami, synonymous with the canoe. Old-growth white and red pines soar 150 feet, living 300 to 400 years. Paddling beneath them is humbling. Walk among these giants in White Bear Forest and feel the weight of centuries. Climb a historic fire tower like Caribou Mountain for a sweeping view of interconnected lakes and endless forest. Temagami invites intimate exploration and grand overviews, quiet contemplation in a canoe and vast perspective from a tower. In the heart of the Great Lakes, where fresh water stretches farther than the horizon, lies a place shaped not by urgency, but by time. Manitoulin Island. It is the largest freshwater island in the world, floating where Lake Huron meets Georgian Bay. A meeting of waters that mirrors the island itself, balanced between land and lake, movement and stillness. Four major rivers cross the island, feeding inland lakes that feel impossibly clear and quiet. Some of these lakes sit higher than the surrounding Great Lakes themselves. Lakes within an island within a lake, a geographic rarity found in few places on Earth. Manitoulin moves at a different pace. There are no sprawling highways cutting across it, no rush to arrive. Communities unfold gradually. Marinas, trails, quiet harbours, each shaped by water rather than roads. On the St. Lawrence, the Thousand Islands scatter over 1,800 isles, from windswept rocks to pine-top knolls and summer cottages. Boat tours are essential, channel by channel, story by story, from ship pilots' lore to tiny bridges linking neighbours. Bold Castle, a monument to love halted by tragedy, is now beautifully restored. Bring your passport for the US side. Back on the Canadian shore, Gananoque and Rockport drift by in promenades and patios, river town life with boats, boardwalks and slow sunsets. Kingston, the limestone city, wears its history with grace. Fort Henry's living history, rifle drills, fife and drum, artillery salutes, brings the 19th century to life. Along Ontario Street, limestone facades, harbour masts and markets meet the lake breeze. From City Hall's Grand Dome to Princess Street patios, Kingston blends student energy with maritime rhythm, a gateway where lake, river and canal converge. Museums, fortifications and ferry slips outline its past and present. Limestone blocks, brass rails and the steady pulse of the harbour. Stroll the waterfront trail, watch yachts tack past the breakwater and listen for cadences drifting from Fort Henry on summer nights. As day softens, patios glow, masts silhouette against the sky. and lake air cools the stone, a calm that invites you to linger. Then, as lights prick the shoreline, Kingston's waterfront widens to a quiet horizon, a fitting pause before the journey continues. From Kingston's limestone ramparts, we follow the river inland into Ottawa. Ottawa is the capital city of Canada and is located in the province of Ontario along the Ottawa River. It is a unique city because it sits right on the border between Ontario and Quebec, bringing together both English and French cultures. Ottawa is best known as the political centre of Canada. It is home to Parliament Hill, where the Canadian government meets. The Parliament buildings are famous for their beautiful Gothic-style architecture and the Peace Tower, which is one of Canada's most recognisable landmarks. The city is also rich in history and culture. Ottawa has many national museums, including the Canadian Museum of History, the National Gallery of Canada, and the Canadian War Museum. These museums attract visitors from around the world. Ottawa experiences all four seasons. Winters are cold and snowy, and the Rideau Canal, one of the city's most famous features, freezes over and becomes the world's largest skating rink. In summer, the city comes alive with festivals, parks, and outdoor activities. Ottawa is a city that combines history, culture, and natural beauty, making it an important and special place in Canada. Ottawa stands between bridging languages and time. Ahead, we trade the capital's river cadence for big city rhythm, Toronto's vertical buzz, and the cultural mosaic that defines it. Toronto, a city where the skyline meets the water, and cultures from every corner of the world collide. It's a place that never stands still, from the steel and glass of Bay Street to the rhythm of neighbourhoods alive with music, food and stories. Above it all, the CN Tower watches, silent, towering, iconic, a symbol of ambition, a beacon of possibility. Toronto speaks every language. It moves to every beat. Here, dreams don't wait for permission. They rise. This isn't just a city. It's a story still being written. More than 6 million stories live here. Every neighbourhood a world of its own. From the historic streets of Distillery District to the energy of Yonge Dundas Square. Toronto is Canada's financial heart, a global centre for business, technology, film and education, a city where ambition finds opportunity. Casa Loma, Sir Henry Pellat's extravagant fairy tale castle, overlooks the modern skyline. Inside, soaring halls and stained glass elegance seek secret passages, climb the towers for one of the best city panoramas. The 5-acre gardens are a tranquil city oasis. St. Jacob's, a place where tradition is not remembered, it is lived. Before the crowds arrive, the day begins the same way it always has. Fresh bread, handcrafted goods, food grown with care. Here, tradition is passed through hands, not screens, through work, patience and pride. Rooted in Mennonite heritage, St. Jacob's moves at its own pace, quiet, steady, intentional. In St. Jacob's, tradition isn't old-fashioned. It's timeless. Hamilton, where industry forged a city and nature softened it. Built on hard work, surrounded by beauty. This is a city of grit, growth and quiet strength. Elora, a small village with a timeless soul. Carved by water and time, the Elora Gorge stands as nature's masterpiece. Raw, powerful, unforgettable. These streets tell quiet stories of artists, dreamers and travellers who came and never truly left. In Elora, life moves slower. Moments last longer. Beauty hides in every corner. Every season transforms the village. From golden summers to silent winters, Elora remains unchanged at its heart. Frontenac is wilderness class. No car camping, no souvenir shops, just you, your gear and the shield. Scramble gorges, link loops and linear routes, and piece together multi-day treks with proper preparation. Awenda offers gentler trails and serene beaches, a sanctuary where forest meets water. At Silent Lake, quiet has a name. Glide on dark glass water by day, marvel at a Milky Way sky by night. The French River, Canada's first heritage river, connects you to voyageurs, indigenous routes, and a timeless corridor of rock and water. Navigate a maze of islands, pause for a shore lunch, and let the landscape tell its millennia-old story. At Spirit Rock, approach with humility. It's a sacred place for the Temagami Anishinaabe. Honor the story, the silence, and the view. In Goderich, gather with locals for a west-facing Lake Huron sunset, an everyday spectacle of orange and pink across liquid gold. From the quiet beauty of hidden trails to the vibrant energy of bustling streets, Ontario's wonders are everywhere. Every river, every skyline, every corner holds a story waiting to be discovered. Here, nature and culture meet, adventure never ends, and memories are made that last a lifetime. From Niagara's mist to Temagami's sacred cliffs, Ontario is a grand mosaic. Paddler's paradise, hiker's dream, history classroom, and foodie's delight. Thanks for joining us. Travel with wonder and respect. Keep your eyes open, your spirit adventurous, and keep on traveling.